Hello and welcome to the first edition of the MDX Acoustic Sessions. I'm here with the fabulous Danny Toeman. Welcome, Danny Toeman. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me as well, Sam.
That's okay.
I'm very glad to be the first guest at the MDX Acoustic Sessions right here in the heart
You
of
are
Hendon.
indeed the debut.
The debut. And first choice guest, apparently.
Yes, indeed you are.
Never happened before. So,
Well, there's always a first.
so you're making me feel very, very special just being here.
Oh, I'm glad. We're happy to have you here today as well. Thank you so much. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions. Where did it all start?
Well, it all started at the age of 8 when I went to see the great soul man Eddie Floyd at the Royal Festival Hall. And in the last encore, he grabbed my hand from the audience and he pulled me onto the stage. And from that moment on, I knew that I, too, had to carry on the mission, because every soul man knows that soul music isn't just a style of music and it's not a lifestyle, but it's a vocation.
Okay.
And I knew that I was on a mission from God.
So what age were you when you first started?
Well, I think I've been singing since forever. I can't remember a time when I haven't sung and played music. You know, I play a lot of instruments, some better than others, I think is a fair way of putting it. And music has always been sort of a refuge and, you know, something that will never really let you down. Unless you're in the music industry, of course, then it's just a free-for-all. But the music itself as a thing is one of really the greatest art, if you want to get philosophical about it.
How did you first get into this? Do you come from a musical background?
Oh, sure. My dad used to drive a piano truck, so I'd like to think I get it from there.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm
Right.
kidding. That's not true.
I believed you.
But I don't know. I'd like to think that I have I had some musical ancestors, but really I'm just about doing my own thing and getting the message out there. The message being that Danny Toeman equals cool.
So you're playing a few songs for us today. Tell us a little bit about those songs, because I hear one of the songs you're playing is quite personal to you.
Oh yes, I'll be playing a very personal song to me, and it's called "Feel My Soul," and it's my favourite song that I've written. And you can tell that it's personal because it doesn't rhyme that much. You know, I had to say what had to be said, and you know, I couldn't fit it into your iambic pentameters and all that crazy malarkey. And the other song I'm going to be playing is called "That Sinking Feeling," which is you know, about life falling by the wayside, but it's played up tempo, so it's kind of groovy.
Okay, well, we look forward to hearing that.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit where we can hear your music and where we can find it. Have you released anything recently?
Oh, absolutely. I'm always releasing music. In fact, my last release was in February 2012, so I'd like to think in a world where people only seem to release albums every 3 years, you know, that's not too bad. Lifeblood Soul, which you can find on my website, dannytoeman.com. That's DANNYTOEMAN.com. And you can find lots of stuff of mine on YouTube. I'm also on Twitter, at dannytoeman.com, and on facebook.com/Danny Toeman.
Okay.
I'm on SoundCloud as well, but there's a dash in between my names.
Brilliant. Okay, so I hear that you've also had a few tracks licensed previously.
Oh,
Tell
absolutely.
us a little bit about that.
Certainly. Well, I was very fortunate in my old group to strike a deal with the video game Rock Band, you know, the one with the plastic guitars, to have 2 of my songs as the downloadable content. The songs Soul Candy and Keep On Running From My Love, which are labeled under the name Danny and the Lost Souls. Oh, that sinking feeling. My best laid plans are gone to waste. Really leaves a bitter taste. There's no concealing. Disappointment's on the rise. Should've come as no surprise. I tried to have it all. Now I'm destined for a fall. There's no end to all my grieving. Oh, is it any wonder why I'm going under? Oh, that sinking feeling. So far gone, on by dreaming. I bet my hopes on a better day. Hope is gone and it's time to pay for all my scheming. Risked it all on a whim. Future's looking mighty grim. Will the time come back around to get my feet on solid ground? Gone are the days of freewheeling. Is it any wonder why I'm going under? Oh, that sinking feeling, that sinking feeling, that sinking feeling. I'll take it to the bridge. Tightrope walking over deep quicksand, and no one wants to let a helping hand. Sailing through life till I struck a reef, drowning in sorrow, no sign of sweet relief. Oh, that sinking feeling. My best laid plans are gone to waste. Really leaves a bitter taste. There's no concealing. Oh, disappointment's on the rise. Should've come as no surprise. 6-8. I tried to have it all. Now I'm destined for a fall. Gone are the days of freewheeling. Is it any wonder? Is it any wonder? Is it any wonder why I'm going under? And that means you. Oh, that sinking
I'm here with Danny Toeman. You just performed a fantastic set. Thank you so much for that.
Well, I really hope you enjoyed it, and everyone who watches it knows that I'm, trying to do something with the music.
Indeed, you are. You're very passionate. I love your voice. You've got such power, and you're amazing. And I foresee a really big future for you.
Well, coming from you, that really does mean a lot. I really appreciate that, because I know you know what you're talking about.
Thank you. That means a lot. So, where can people hear your music? You're online, I hear you're on Twitter, you're on Facebook.
I'm all over the internet, but you can hear my music directly on my website, dannytoeman.com. I'm also on iTunes, Facebook, Toeman, Danny with a Y and 2 N's. But most likely you'll hear my music any given night, somewhere in London, some club or bar or pub or wherever, and sometimes in a bigger venue, but playing for a room full of people, and we're all generally having a pretty good time.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here tonight, and I hope to see another show in the future. So do invite me again along to the
Absolutely. Please book me again.
I will do. Indeed. Thank
You got
so
it there,
much.
verbal contract. And all I could do was sigh. A smile on your face in a loving embrace with him. I'd travel miles just to see your face, little darling. One moment was all that I took. Was it up to you? I've been feeling so blue, not being around you, girl. Why do you care what the people say? Your friends never liked me anyway. Listen to your heart and not what's in your head. Some things are better left unsaid. Ooh, can't you feel my soul? Can't you feel my soul? Can't you feel my soul? It's crying out for you. This is a true story. driven them. I'll admit it, truthfully, yeah. I said I may not be the perfect guy. Sometimes I love too much, and sometimes not enough. But I never let you down, girl. I don't have money or fashionable clothes. That ain't the way the story has to go. I got something deep inside of me, yeah. Something that's living on eternally. Ooh, can't you feel my soul? Can't you feel my soul? Can't you feel my soul? It's crying out. I don't know, it's crying out for you. It's crying out for you.